Most people hear buyer's market and think it means prices crash, the economy's in trouble, and you should probably wait. But that's not what it means. What it actually means is leverage. And right now here in Austin, Texas, buyers have more of it than almost anywhere else in the country. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through 4 specific numbers: active inventory, months of supply, median price change, and average days on market, and show you exactly what each one means if you're buying a home right now. And one of these numbers is so extreme, it puts today's buyers in a stronger position than they were even back in 2019. Stick around because that's the one that completely changes how you should be negotiating. If this is your first time here, my name is William Zhang. I am a real estate agent here in Austin, Texas. I help families just like yours relocate to Austin every single week. If you're looking to buy a home, feel free to schedule a call with me using the link down below. I created a free Austin relocation guide. It goes over all of the areas and home prices in the Austin area. You can download it for free using the link below. Let's get into the data because once you see these 4 numbers laid out plainly, the picture becomes very clear. First is active inventory. The number of homes sitting on the market here in Austin has gone up significantly year over year. More supply, same number of buyers. That math always tips things in the buyer's favor. Second is months of supply. This is the one I want you to pay close attention to. Months of supply just means if no new homes hit the market starting today, how long would it take for everything available to sell? 6 months is the official threshold that defines a buyer's market. Right now, Austin is sitting well above 6 months across most of the suburbs. That means sellers are competing for your attention, not the other way around. Third is median home prices. They've softened, not collapsed, but they've come down from the peak, and in some of the outer suburbs, that correction is pretty meaningful. Buyers who were getting priced out 2 years ago are finding homes in their range again. Fourth is days on market, and this is the big one. Homes are sitting. We're talking 60, 70, even 90 days in some areas before a seller gets a serious offer. That tells you something critical about the psychology on the other side of the table. A seller who listed 80 days ago is not the same seller who listed last week. That person is anxious, they've already mentally moved on, and they're ready to deal. Compare that to 2021 and 2022. Homes were gone in 2 or 3 days. Buyers were waiving inspections, skipping appraisals, paying $50,000 over asking just to get something under contract. That world is completely gone here in Austin. I had a client come to me not too long ago who was genuinely nervous about buying. They'd heard the market was soft and thought something must be wrong. We found a home that had been sitting for 65 days, made an offer, and by the time we closed, they had negotiated $25,000 off the list price and got closing costs covered on top of that. The home wasn't a lemon. The seller was just tired of waiting. So now that you understand why this is a buyer's market, let's talk about how to actually use it. There are 3 specific plays working really well right now here in Austin, and most buyers don't know about any of them. Play number 1 is rate buy down versus price reduction, and this one surprises people. Most buyers default to asking for a price cut, and that makes sense on the surface, but a seller paid rate buy down often saves you more money over the life of the loan. Here's a simple way to think about it. On a $450,000 home, a $10,000 price reduction drops your monthly payment by maybe $55 or $60 a month. But if you take that same $10,000 and use it to buy down your interest rate, your monthly savings can be $150 or more depending on current rates. Builders especially are running with this right now. A lot of them are offering temporary buy downs, sometimes getting your rate down to 3.99% in the first year, and in some cases, permanent buy downs. Always run the math with your lender before you decide which one to ask for, but don't just default to the price cut because it feels bigger. Play number 2 is seller pay closing costs, and the timing of when you ask matters more than most people realize. Don't ask for this upfront in your initial offer. Wait until after the inspection report comes back. Now you've got 2 pieces of leverage at the same time: the inspection findings and the closing cost request. A seller who's been sitting on a home for 60 to 90 days and just got an inspection report with a list of items on it is going to be a lot more motivated to cover your closing costs than one who just listed last week. Play number 3 is repair credits instead of full repairs. and this one is especially useful here in Austin. Austin's clay soil is tough on foundations, and repair estimates from different contractors can vary by thousands of dollars. When a seller manages the repair themselves, they're going to pick the cheapest contractor and get it done fast. But if you ask for a credit at closing instead, you control who does the work, and you often end up with more money than the actual repair costs. Sellers in a hurry don't want to manage contractors anyway, so this is usually an easier yes for them. All three of these plays are working best right now in Pflugerville, Leander, Georgetown, Cedar Park, and Round Rock, because that's where inventory is highest and where builder competition is putting even more pressure on resale sellers to match incentives. Now, all that leverage is real, but a buyer's market doesn't make a bad home a good deal. There are 4 things you still need to check before you commit, and skipping any one of them can cost you way more than whatever you save at the negotiating table. The first one is foundation and clay soil, and I can't stress this enough here in Austin. The expansive clay soil we have across this area shrinks in dry seasons and swells when it rains, and that movement beats up foundations over time. The good news is that in this market, you have real room to negotiate repair credits if something shows up. The mistake I see buyers make is relying only on a general home inspector to catch it. General inspectors are great, but foundation issues need a structural engineer, someone who can actually tell you whether what you're looking at is cosmetic settling or a real structural problem. Get the engineer report first, then you will know exactly what credit to ask for and why. The second check is commute time, and this one catches relocators especially. With so much inventory spread across Pflugerville, Leander, Georgetown, Cedar Park, and Round Rock, it's easy to fall in love with the price and not think about the drive until it's too late. The thing people miss is that Google Maps on a Sunday afternoon is lying to you. You need to run that commute during actual rush hour, specifically a Tuesday or Wednesday morning heading toward the Domain, the Apple campus, or downtown. A 25-minute drive on a weekend can turn into 55 minutes on a Wednesday. That's your life every day, so factor it in before you make an offer, not after. Third is school district ratings, and this matters even if you don't have kids. Georgetown ISD, Leander ISD, Round Rock ISD, and Pflugerville ISD all have different performance profiles, and those ratings directly affect resale value 5 or 10 years from now. Buyers with families are always going to pay more to be in a stronger district, which means you will too when it's time to sell. It's not just a lifestyle decision, it's a financial one. The fourth check is property taxes, and this one hits harder than most people expect when they're budgeting. Travis County and Williamson County have meaningfully different tax rates, and on the same priced home, that difference can swing your monthly payment by $200 to $400. That's not a small number. So before you get attached to a specific zip code, run the actual tax numbers for that county, not just the sticker price on the listing. I've put together a free relocation guide that maps all of this out by suburb, school ratings, tax rates, commute zones, all in one place, so you're not trying to piece it together from 5 different websites. The link is in the description. Austin is one of the best buyers markets in the country right now, and the data backs that up completely. Before your next showing, pick one of those 3 negotiation plays and know exactly how you're going to use it. Grab the free relocation guide linked below. It breaks down all 5 suburbs so you can move fast when the right home shows up. And if you want to walk through any of these neighborhoods in person, call me, text me, email me, I'm here.